Okay, I'm going to go over clothes now. The North Face is just bread and butter. I love the North Face. And you can't always find it. And when you do it, people know the value of it. But when we went to the flea market, there was like a whole rack of the North Face. So the people kind of like, they were reasonably priced. This jacket had little spots on it. It was a lot darker. It still has a little bit of ink left here. But, and inside of it, the lining had a little bit, I mean, I don't even know what this lining part is for. It has a little bit of tearing here, but it's a super functional. Everything else looks great on this jacket. I think they were selling it for like $7 or $8, and I usually don't haggle too much when I'm at a flea market because I'm dealing with resellers. They're resellers too. They're trying to make money. So I try to be really fair with, you know, so that we all can make money. I think that's really important to remember that. People at the flea market, people, well, not yard sales so much, but, you know, people and not even thrift stores, maybe just flea markets, because thrift stores get their stuff for free. So, so I do haggle a little bit, but very little, because I want them to make money too. I want to be fair. So this is the North Face jacket. Besides what I showed you, it's in great condition. Washed it, looked around to see if there's the zippers are working, and everything looks great. So I'm thinking about $50–$60 for this. Our last North Face jacket already sold, and it sold for $40, and it wasn't. It was. I think it was just more like the common ones, and this one has like a removable hood. It has the North Face embroidered in the back. It's a great color. So it's size, I believe it's a size medium. Yep, it's a size medium, and it's cold somewhere. People, you know, I see a lot like on postings like, you know, when do you stop selling, you know, winter stuff, or when do you start doing your, I just list, and obviously like right now I'm going to try to list things for spring, but I just keep listing. I keep listing because it's cold somewhere, it's hot somewhere, and I want to make things of it. I want my shop to have a variety, you know, so that everybody has something. So it's the North Face medium, and like I said, got it for $5, which I thought was an amazing deal, because usually like at a thrift store, and I think anybody who's picked things up at the thrift store of this brand, it's a rarity to get it for a good price, because thrift stores usually know that people will pay up, that people that aren't resellers. I got this for, gosh, I think I got this for like 50 cents because it was on sale, and that's the only reason why I picked it up, because honestly I like doing purses and I like doing shoes. I love buying clothes, but I don't like listing them as much. But this was a medium Max Studio, and because it was like 50 cents, I thought it was adorable because it has little flowers and the lace, and it's a size medium. I don't know. I think I'll get like maybe $15–$20, even though Max Studio is actually a really good brand and it's pretty expensive. It doesn't command as much when you resell it, but I mean, I'll still list it. Okay, my final two pieces of clothing, I saved the best for the last. And I think in our last video I said that I was going to show this, and I am now. I went to a thrift store, and I was just, it's a tiny mom and pop thrift store, which I love way better than the Goodwill, because the Goodwill, oh my gosh, the prices are so high. So this is a really reasonably priced thrift store, but it's very tiny. And I was walking around, and I turned around and I looked at the mannequin, and I saw this Pepsi Cola bomber kind of Letterman's jacket on the mannequin, and it was $25. Like I said, you know, we try not to pay really high prices, but I looked up the comps on this, and this jacket will sell for about $100, maybe a little bit more. We're going to probably price it at $125, but this jacket is in mint vintage condition. I mean, the Pepsi Cola is leather. All the pieces are leather. There's no holes. The sleeves look just beautiful, and it has a patch, a Pepsi Cola patch, and it is an extra large, which is a great size to have. So I picked it up. JT was not with me. So I was hoping that he agreed, and he did, because we looked it up, and the inside of it is like a quilted lining. So it's also very warm. So I'm gonna definitely list this for about $125. So far, you know, there are a couple of that were sold, but I think ours is in better condition. It looks like it really just hasn't been used too much. So I'm very excited about it. I got really excited about coming home with this. At the same thrift store, I passed this. Now, when you see it, try to find things on the pattern. Because I saw it, I'm like, wow, that's so pretty. It's very floral. And I was just kind of looking at it. It feels kind of like almost like either raw silk or a taffeta kind of a fabric. But look very closely. Can you see it? Maybe you'll recognize this guy. This is a brand new with tags Disney Japan Star Wars trench. It's like a trench coat with tags. It says it was how many yen? Did you look up? Oh, it was 68,000 yen. Is that it says right there. And it has like a little eye there, but it's Star Wars. I paid $8 for it, and it's from Disney Japan. It was purchased there, and this is I'm going to need help with, because we've looked up comps on this, and it blew our minds. It was like some of these pieces with this same fabric, this same pattern, was about $500 to $700.
Yeah, it was 68,000 yen is about $630.
Oh, $630. So I am, you know, those are the things that I'm always afraid to sell it for too low, but then I don't want it to just sit there. So if anybody has seen a jacket like this or knows anything about it, you know, my Disney friends out there, I know there's some Disney people out there, because I know our girls love Disneyland, passes and everything. If you know anything about this, if you can just comment down below and let us know, I would really appreciate it, because I don't want to undersell it and I don't want to oversell it, but it's a very unique piece, and it was on an end cap, and it's just crazy that this thrift store, this is where I got that Pepsi Cola jacket, and I got this, and I think those are the only really two things that I got there, and I don't know how it ended up there, but it is a beautiful jacket. I think it's a size small. I'm not sure what size it is. Let's look. Doesn't say.
It should be in there.
I don't know. It looks like a size small. It's pretty small.
There's tags in the inside somewhere.
Okay, somewhere. I don't know. I don't see them. But it's just, I don't know. It's a really, really unique jacket for like a Star Wars fan, like, you know, on what is that Star Wars Day?
4th. May 4th.
May 4th. Like.
But that's from Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. But still, it's a Star Wars.
I think.
Is it?
I don't know, I'm going to lose my geek card if I don't get that right. But I think it is.
But still, it has flowers, so it's just very unique and elegant. And unless you really look at, it's just very unique. So if you know anything about it, I would really appreciate any kind of advice, or if you've seen this before, I would love to get more information about this coat. So finally, what I'm gonna go over is some miscellaneous things. Now, if you're a part-time reseller or even less than that, you start off with things that you can actually store. We do store all of our things in the garage to keep them away from our cats or anything else. And like I said, we go, you know, from the thrift store to, you know, to make sure that our things are cleaned up before we sell them and stuff. And that's where kind of we do all our inventory. But we picked these up with the same guy that at a flea market that had a bunch of some of the purses that we bought, and they were literally wrapped in a plastic bag. And these are the Travis Mathis. Are you sure? Travis Mathis?
I don't know, I think
it's Travis Matthew.
I'm not a golf
You're not a golfer.
No.
But I think it's Travis Matthew. I'm not a golfer, but I really believe. Brand new caps, and we looked the comps. We bought them each for $2. So I just made sure I looked at the bill of the cap and made sure that it's not dirty. They're totally clean. There's a couple. They're brand new, but there was a couple that had fallen on the ground, so I didn't pick those up because I didn't feel like cleaning them, and I felt like this was enough. Like I said, don't pick up more than you can list, because like right now, because I've gotten behind, my death pile is getting, it gets overwhelming, and you get a lot of anxiety. You keep looking at it like, and then you want to shop, but then you feel guilty, and then you go shopping and you still feel guilty. So I know you guys know what I'm talking about. If you resell, it's just so hard and addicting to not go out treasure hunting when you still have so much to list. So my goal over the next couple of weeks is to list this stuff and try not to go and buy anything new, and then show you guys what's sold, and maybe even share with you our death pile, which I'm not proud of, but I'm going to try to get these things out of the death pile. Now, these are caps that we saw the comps for about, they're selling for $25. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's, if, you know, when they sell, that's going to be a really good return for our investment. And
Did you say how much you paid for them?
$2.
Oh, yeah.
$2. And this is a Hoonigan cap, and I don't know, this looked brand new too, and it was with these, so we picked it up because it looked like a cool cap. And he is a racer. This person is a racer, so I'm not sure what the comp's on this one. We'll probably maybe $20, maybe $20, but it's brand new. So anybody who's a fan of a Hoonigan, you can find it in our store. So these are the caps that we picked up. JT found this in Palm Springs, and it's crazy because he showed it to me, and I was like, really? But I remembered that we sold already about 3 or 4 pieces that have this similar kind of aesthetic, and it's an Italian. They're Italian brands. They're Italian made ceramics.
High end.
They're pretty high end. Like this one, the comps are like between $50 and $80. So if you see things made in Italy, or you know, like, I don't know, like another country, look up the comps. Like the Italian like ceramic stuff really does sell. It does, and it has a following, and collectors look for this kind of stuff. So I'm going to price this between $50 and $60, and it's easy also to list. This is my favorite, the pickup, and I got this for $3 at a thrift store. This is Vaseline glass. It's from like the 1940s, 1950s, and it's called, another word for it is uranium glass. And what it is, it has a little bit safe uranium, and it glows in the dark under UV light. So I actually have a collection of it, little pieces. They do come, like the higher end ones, or the ones that you get more for, are the yellow pieces, because they're really rare. And it's hard to find Vaseline glass. And if you look on, there's different kind of groups of people that collect this type of glass. I actually have a cabinet I bought for my little pieces, and UV lights, and it lights up every night. I just love looking at it. It's just beautiful. So isn't that cool? So what I have on my phone, oh, it's right here. I put this on my phone. You can get these from Amazon, and it's just a little small light. And if you know, it's a great tool when you're out at thrift stores or looking for treasures, just to see, because not all green pieces light up, but we can kind of tell now the ones that will, but there's some that kind of tricked us. So that's why we got these little lights, and we use them when we're at a thrift store to make sure that they are uranium glass. So this is I'm not sure if I'm going to sell it. I have to decide. So I haven't looked up the comps because I'm kind of thinking I want to keep it, because you know, obviously the older it gets, the rarer it will become and more collectible. So still on the fence about keeping it or selling it. This is funny. It's just like super random. ShamWow towels. These are chamois. Are they called chamois? Samuel chamois. There's 3 of them, and I actually bought them for $3, and they were, I thought, for personal use. And then I looked them up, and I'm thinking that they could be we could sell them for about $20. We can get like $20-$25 because the comps are great for this. So if you see ShamWows, pick them up because they sell on eBay. And we look for sold comps, so they definitely sell. And I don't. And there was like a half one. My cat's over here. Come here. He wants to be on camera, on set. This is Felix. Felix. He likes these cats are so nosy. Okay, say hi. Okay, go. Belts. I pick up belts now. I've never picked them up before, but this one was really called to me. Like, it's like really beautiful belt buckle with two hearts with butterflies in it, and it's a Justin belt. Now Justin sells boots too, and it is a very good brand, and I think I could get about maybe $20-$25 from this belt. It's kind of small. It's a size 24, so for kind of like somebody with a small waist. But also you can, you don't have to be someone who is like into riding or into rodeos or whatever, but I will definitely write that on my listing. So it's a very pretty leather belt, a great design. And I also now, unless it has a brown, I have sold, and the reason I am picking up belts now is because I've already sold 2 Coach belts, and for about one I bought for like $3 and I sold about $30. I can get like $30-$40 for designer belts, but this one does not have a brand that I can really read on it, but I could read that it's a large, but the quality and the studs on this are just, I mean, I even thought about keeping it for myself, but I never really wear belts. Okay, but the studs on here, and it has some weight, so it feels like good quality and a belt. So that's why I picked it up. It was like $2 or $3. We'll see if it sells for, even if I sell it for $15, I'll be happy. So so these were kind of like our random pieces that we sell. And we do pick up housewares now because they sell on Posh. Now Posh for a while now has been allowing us to list those things there, and it does sell. And we decorate our house. If you look back here, all of this is from a secondhand pickups, our treasure hunts, and we love it. We love this look, this very mid-century look. Picked up this ashtray, and it's just like people look at things that we have and they're like, where'd you get that? And it's like, oh, I got it at the thrift store. And it's like places like people, it's hard to duplicate. So right now, mid-century things are super in and on trend, and I see beautiful like houses like just decorated with mid-century things. So if you see mid-centuries, you know what, can you hand me that vase? I want to show off our vase. That one and the other one.
This is my vase.
Okay, that middle one is my vase.
This one's mine.
I picked that. We always fight. I got it at a thrift store. Oh. You picked this one. This is beautiful. This is such a beautiful piece. And I think we got it for a few bucks, and we usually keep it on this desk. I just kind of turned our desk around. So, but that's beautiful. And look at how it matches this. So we have that, and this one I love. I picked this up at thrift store, even though JT's trying to take the credit. $15. I paid $15 for this, and we keep this on our dining table. I love this vase, and it's pretty heavy, and I know it's vintage. So, so you can find almost anything secondhand, and if you're patient enough and creative enough, you can decorate your whole house with. Our house is pretty much, besides our big furniture. It's pretty much secondhand. Our dining table was given to us. Our kitchen, and maybe we'll show you our kitchen is decorated with milk glass, which is very mid-century. And we have mirrors and art that we've hunted and found. So we don't need to buy everything new. I mean, it actually gives like a personality to your home when you are shopping secondhand, and you're kind of creating in your head the aesthetic, your personal aesthetic. So, so anyways, that was a tangent. I love mid-century pieces, and I just wanted to show you a few from our own home for our own personal collection. And we're hoping our daughters will appreciate it later, because right now they kind of think that some of the stuff they love, but they don't love everything.
Especially the art.
Yeah, they're not happy about our art, so we say we're going to sell it all and go vacation or something when we're ready to croak, or we're going to leave it to our cats. A little foundation for our cats. So anyways, guys, it's been great. Just please subscribe if you want to see more of our content. Press the bell, if because that will notify you when our new videos come up, and press like if you can. That helps us out, and it tells us whether or not we're moving in the right direction, since we're new at this. And comment below things that you want to see, things that you're curious about, maybe questions you may have, especially if you're especially if you're a new reseller and you're starting out and you have questions. Again, our store is True Rich Rags, and the things that you saw today are all available there. If you purchase something, please let us know that you saw it on our video, so that we can give you a shout out. So just leave a note that you saw it on our YouTube channel, and we'll give you a shout out. Okay, so have a great night. I gotta go do my lesson plans.